Everybody, my name is and I want to tell you my experience based on exchange. Well, this is my English version, and I want to share you my experiences. Not only that, I'm going to share you what kind of skills that I earned by going exchange. Okay, first of all, I was living with a Brazilian, and there were 6 of them, and they were all friendly, and they have a totally different culture than us. So I have to start living with them. So I have to start living in a different culture because I've been living with them for about 6 weeks, and they are very accepting me to be their friend. They treat me as more than friends. Well, it's very different if you compare it here in Indonesia, how we socialize. They don't really hug here in Indonesia, but they always hugs and says many things to make you feel more happier when you start living with this Brazilian, because they are more open and they are easygoing kind of culture. But not only that, I have to live with the Ukrainian, which is the local people. They are more close because they are more cold, and it's not that they're not friendly, just that they don't really accepting us to be hanging around, but they are actually pretty nice, especially the AIESECers there, because they start helping us and teaches us about many things about their country and give us a lot of experience. So I'm comparing it, our culture and their culture. That is my main goal going exchange, not only, but I'm also seeking for many kinds of experiences, and I want to be a different person, which is I actually receive. Well, there are many kind of experience that is very unexpected that I get. I didn't know that if they will be more friendlier than us, and I don't know what kind of skills that I will get and what kind of experience, because I don't know that I'm going to be working in a project there which is called Walk Without Borders, and they all have to teach many children there. I didn't really expect that, and I have to communicate with many kinds of people there, like the media and the major and maybe the minister or something. But me and the other VPs, which are from Brazil, we were talking to this major in their major house, and then we start telling them about our countries and comparing it to their country. Well, that kind of experience that I didn't really expect before going on exchange. After I get that experience, I was becoming a different guy. Now I'm more open, and I'm more better in communicating with other people, especially in public. And so, second of all, I will tell you about what kind of skill and experience I gained. First of all, it's communication skill. I mentioned that before, because in classes we have to teach in English, but the kids didn't even know how to speak English, so we have a translator which know how to speak English. So I have to start learning some basic languages, some basic local languages, because the kids and the people outside don't know how to speak English, so I will start learning how to speak the local language with them. And I also gained experience traveling alone. I haven't had that experience before in my life, because I never travel and read maps and learn their languages and see many new things. And when I was in the train, and then the guy sat next to me, he bought me a cup of tea, and I never had such experience in Indonesia, because they just have a way different of culture. And I was comparing it to the experience to the Brazilian culture, and it was also different because they are more open and more friendly than us. But I'm not saying that we are not friendly, but they're just more open to become more friends, more than just friends to us. well, they treat me as a really friend, because when the first time I met them and they just start to hug me and say hello, so they feel very interested in me. Um, Second of all, I got my social skill living with other people from around the world, like from Brazil and Ukraine, and then I met a guy from Spain, France, and so on. And I have to communicate with them in a different way, comparing to communicate with us, ourselves in Indonesia. The way we talk is very different, the topics and the politeness, and how they are maybe more cold and we're more friendlier and so on. And I also have to be more patient, because I have to work with children, and some of them are about fourth graders or even kindergarten, and I have to start teaching them about our culture, even in English or some basic word in their local language. Well, I have to be more patient also, because I have to work in a team where I don't even know about their culture. So we have maybe some contradiction with the team, which are from Brazil, and there were 6 of them. I have to adapt living with them. So again, adaptation skill, which is really hard to get. We can't really teach this kind of skill, but we have to jump into exchange and feel the experience and get the skill and become a better guy. And I also gain teaching skill, because of course I teach children there, and I have to work in diversity, culture, and different people every day with them for about 6 weeks. Well, this thing is really hard to get, working with different kind of people, because everyone in the world just has kind of different characteristics. And so I have to start learning about their culture first, and then how to work with them and communicate with them. Not only that, I have to know how to live by myself. Maybe I travel a little bit by myself around the country, and imagine that. What kind of experience is that? That is so amazing. That's why some people say it is addictive to go to exchange, because we don't get that kind of experience every day. And I also have to know how to manage people in the team. So I indirectly got leadership skill, because I have to work in a team and start learning and practicing new languages. Of course, that's what people always hoping for to get every day. Okay, that's it for me. Maybe you want to see some more videos that are made by my friends, which are also an exchange participant from Brazil. Okay, see you, folks.